Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll cover the top 10 Flutter interview questions, part 2. So, let's begin with the first question. Question 1. What is the difference between navigator.push and navigator.pop? Navigator.push is used to navigate to a new screen and add that screen to the navigation stack. Navigator.pop is used to remove the current screen and return to the previous screen. Simply remember, push means go to the next screen. Pop means go back to the previous screen. Now let's move to the next question. Question 2. What is state management in Flutter? State management is the process of managing and updating data that can change during the lifetime of an application. For example, a counter value, login status, shopping cart items, or user information can change while the app is running. Flutter provides different approaches for managing state, such as setState, provider, riverpod, and block. Simply remember, state management means managing changing data in an application. Now here is the next question. Question 3. What is the difference between local state and global state? Local state is data used only within a specific widget or screen. For example, the selected value of a dropdown or the visibility of a password field. Global state is data that needs to be accessed or shared by multiple widgets or screens. For example, logged in user information or shopping cart data. Simply remember, local state is used by one part of the app. Global state is shared across multiple parts of the app. Let's move. Question 4. What is provider in Flutter? Provider is a popular state management solution in Flutter. It allows data and state to be shared between widgets without passing the same data manually through every widget. Provider can also help separate application logic from the user interface and update widgets when the state changes. Simply remember, Provider helps share and manage application state efficiently. Now let's move to the next question. Question 5. What are async and await in Dart? Async and await are used to work with asynchronous operations in Dart. The async keyword marks a function as asynchronous. The await keyword waits for an asynchronous operation to complete before continuing with the next statement in that function. Simply remember, async means asynchronous function. Await means wait for the asynchronous result. Now here is the next question. Question 6. What is the difference between Future Builder and Stream Builder? Future Builder is used when we need to handle a single asynchronous result. Stream Builder is used when data arrives continuously over time. Simply remember, Future Builder handles one future result. Stream Builder handles continuous data updates. Let's move. Question 7. How do you make an API call in Flutter? API calls in Flutter are commonly made using packages such as the HTTP package or other networking libraries. Flutter uses asynchronous programming to communicate with APIs without blocking the user interface. The API response is usually received in JSON format, which can then be converted into Dart objects and used to update the application's UI. Simply remember, API call means request data, receive JSON, process data, and update the UI. Now let's move to the next question. Question 8. How do you store data locally in Flutter? Flutter provides several options for storing data locally, depending on the application's requirements. Shared preferences can be used for simple key-value data, such as user preferences. SQLite can be used for structured relational data. Hive and other local database solutions can also be used to store application data. Now here is the next question. Question 9. What is Firebase and how can it be integrated with Flutter? Firebase is a cloud platform from Google that provides services for mobile and web applications. Flutter applications can use Firebase for services such as authentication, Cloud Firestore, real-time database, cloud storage, push notifications, and analytics. Firebase is integrated into Flutter using Firebase packages and platform-specific configuration. Simply remember, Firebase provides back-end services that can be integrated with Flutter applications. Now, let's move to the final question. Question 10. How do you improve the performance of a Flutter application? Flutter application performance can be improved in several ways. First, avoid unnecessary widget rebuilds. Use const widgets whenever possible. Use listview.builder for large lists. Optimize large images and other assets. Avoid expensive operations on the main UI thread. Use efficient state management and test the application in profile or release mode to evaluate real performance. Congratulations! You've completed the top 10 Flutter interview questions, part 2. I hope this video helped you understand important Flutter concepts. If you found this video useful, please like this video and subscribe to What I Learn Daily for more programming tutorials, interview questions, coding tips, and placement preparation. If you haven't watched Flutter Interview Questions, Part 1, make sure to check that video as well. Thank you for watching.